Cryonics is a growing theory in current scientific research and development. The thought of freezing a human body and bringing it back to life in the future has piqued many people's interests. In Shannon Teaser's TED Talk, an assistant professor at Harvard Medical School who studied biometrical sciences, has written over 50 articles, and is an official Google scholar, has this to say. In a study done by Dr. James Bedford in 1967, he believed that after he died from retinal cancer in 1967, that he could put his body in a deep freeze in hopes that future technology could revive him. Shannon says that in order for this to be possible, we must leave the theoretical field and go into the real science behind cryobiology, which is the study of organic tissues at very low temperatures. The issue is that each cell has a different time and exact temperature it must be put under to prevent ice crystals from forming and ultimately damaging the cellular tissue. Take a red blood cell, for instance. A red blood cell sits comfortably at 98 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 degrees Celsius, in its own bodily fluids, mostly water and chemical solutes that sit as its own temperature. The issue with freezing them is if the temperature goes down way too low, it causes ice crystals to form within the moisture surrounding the cell and forces the cell to go into what's known as osmotic shock. Nature has shown that this might be possible. Ice water fish and some species of frogs have been able to synthesize an antifreeze protein in their body that prevents ice from forming in their cells. In final thoughts, by further research about animals that have these antifreeze properties, we might find the key to unlocking cryonics and find a way to freeze human bodies without any harmful ice formation. This is already known as the study of vitrification, which is still being studied to uniformly freeze a complex human being and efficiently thaw them out and bring them back to life in the future. A good example of someone who has recently been frozen is Ted Williams, the famous baseball star. So no, it is not currently possible and considerably damaging to the human body. And as Shannon says, the dream of cryonics is still on ice.